Hi, everyone. My name is Georgette Truen, the host for Miss G and the Fight CPS with Miss G and the Gang. And I also work for attorney Vincent Davis, the man, the legend, I want to call him. And also, I have my beautiful gang, Lindsay and Tracy, and special guest, Jess. And uh, am I missing somebody else?
Jen must have got kicked off. I'm sure she's going to log back on.
Yeah, so Jennifer was supposed to be here, but I guess she's coming back. But yes, so Jess, we're gonna start with you, young lady, since Jennifer is not here.
I'm in the hot seat.
You're in the hot seat, Jess, and you were not prepared.
Am I not prepared?
No, because we said Jen was gonna go first,
Yeah, that's all right.
and then
I'm
we said
here. I
just
I
now.
showed up. That's all the
I
preparation I do.
know,
I'm here.
I know, baby. We're trying to figure out what happened to Jen.
That's okay.
So, Jess, you also have a domestic violence case, right? Or had?
Well, our case is a little bit different. It's like my fiance and I were going through divorce court at the my now fiance going through the divorce court at the same time. His ex local social worker, my ex local attorney, same judges, same. So we kind of got. So yeah, he got a domestic violence put on his case, but he's never had domestic violence. So it's just we have like the where it's like not like we don't have like cases ourselves, but everything that they do to everyone's cases got put on ours as we were fighting for our own families. So I don't know, is the outcome's the same, a family in ruins, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, they made sure to add every possible thing that they could possibly do to his case, where they had to put a 3044, which shows domestic violence, and he's never had one. And so he's never had a restraining order. And then my ex was a local attorney and has had restraining orders, but they never put that on his case. So it's
Wait. Your ex is what?
so my ex is a local attorney for our divorce court, or just for our county. And my fiance's ex-wife is a local social worker for the county. And we had the same judges. So everything that could possibly be added was added to our cases, and just corrupt on all levels, down to
Wow.
down to his biological son at the age of 2 being in court ordered. It was in a court order because we're up against local social workers, allowed to transgender his son starting at the age of 2. It's on documentation.
Wow.
And now 6, full blown, a girl. Um, they said because and we have a 5-year-old daughter together, and so they took, our 5-year-old daughter all of a sudden had her brother a year and a half ago, and now all of a sudden we haven't seen him in a year and a half because we did not, quote unquote, honor his right as a 5-year-old to transgender. Look, I don't care what you are, but if you can't come to me and express verbally what you want to be or what you feel, then it's not something being done by you, you know. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's been a nightmare. And I mean, we when we started making complaints, my Chase bank account, I didn't realize how in bed Chase was with the county,
Oh
drained
yeah.
of 300 grand gone, and I was put on welfare in a matter of a weekend. um, the Chase branch manager here did accidentally say, well, this you authorize, online users and owners on your account. I said, no, who would do that? And he immediately turned his computer off and said, now you need a subpoena. And I said, but that's against my federal, I mean, so you guys are, that's against the law. You have to. So it's been 2.5 years and I'm still fighting. I finally got accepted into the federal court where I'm doing it pro C, so it's been kind of a nightmare filling the paperwork out, but it's it all goes together. You know what I mean?
Oh
It
my
all
God.
yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, some of you guys did not hear what Jess had to say.
Yeah.
Her ex is an attorney for that
Local.
county,
So
local
very
attorney,
connected.
and his
Yeah.
ex's
My
wait,
fiance's
wait, wait,
ex-wife, local social worker for the county.
there you go, local social worker for the county. Okay,
Same
so
judges the whole way through. They've
yeah,
kept us apart. Yeah. So
and what was the reason that you got involved?
because I got drug into their case unwillingly because well, he's been my friend since he was 13. You know, we've been friends. We met, we reconnected, and we were both divorcing, and we started dating. You know, and that's how I made the mistake of just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's it.
Wow, go ahead. Please tell us more. This is interesting. This,
Right.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
Stacy's listening to this, but this is
So
interesting.
yeah, so I've actually had it's funny because I've actually had like newscasters want to air my story. It's so incredible. So I have filed 2 bifurcations, and one was they can't find it in the system. The other one they denied based on, they said, who knows, mumbo jumbo, but I'm still married after 8 years. My because and my fiance was, you know, after the 6-month mark by law bifurcating, done. And I'm like, really, you guys, come on. So it's it's been like it's just been a revolving door. I mean, I just started filing complaints from the judges. I went almost to the Supreme Court in the LA Supreme Court State Bar, to where I made it to the.
Are you in LA County?
No, I'm in Chico, It's like Sacramento, You know where Sacramento is?
Yeah, you're
Sacramento,
in
Cal.
California.
Right. So no, but I started filing state bar complaints in Sacramento, but because I had learned that they had treaties with there was like payoffs and, well, contributions, we like to call them, right? With our local court, I figured out that if I send the complaints to Los Angeles State Bar, then I would have a better chance of getting a fair, like they wouldn't close it before they investigate. And so that's what I did, because my fiance, like the social workers attorney, they were getting records pulled from my minor kids and myself, and then they were that shouldn't have been pulled, and then they were putting them in their public declarations as if it was happening to them. So I would file complaints with the state bar, and they were just getting closed immediately. So I started sending them to LA, and I got to the final round table 8 months in, you know, where they do I made it all up the chain, where they do we're going to see if we take this attorney to the Supreme Court, because they have to try it in the Supreme Court, because the attorneys could just very well say, you know, appeal or whatever, because they know the law. And it was, they started their payoffs or their contributions, you know, shortly after
Wow.
8 months. Yeah, I even took 2 judges all the to the it's the San Francisco Board of what is that, where the judges, where they investigate the judges' behavior.
Mm-hmm.
even made it. I made it all the way 9 months holding my complaint all the way up, and then they got to where they were supposed to have like the final round table with the meetings, and they got contributions, and then we never heard back again, except for they left me in front of the judge I complained about, which they're not supposed to do. Well,
I posted something on Facebook. I gonna share it right now on the show. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's about filing a complaint against your judge.
Yeah, at the local commission, or the Commission on Judicial Performance. It's a
Where is it? I also posted this on Facebook, guys. I said, "Greetings, everyone. Please IM me or text me regarding starting a protest in LA. I want you guys to here. I'm gonna put that on here, and please, 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 please contact me about that, because I want to start with a lot of people coming together on this one. And then the other one regarding judges. Hold on, I just posted it here. You can disqualify the judge. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, 3 of them recused from my case without me even knowing, but yet one still hears my cases. So we're familiar with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's this one right here. I don't know if you I'm sure you can see it, Jess. I posted it to everybody. It says Code of Civil Procedures 170.1 CCP, and the California statute that says that judge can be disqualified or removed from proceedings over a civil lawsuit or a criminal trial in certain situations. In particular, the code section states. Do you see that right there?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, here's the thing with that. They don't listen to the law.
No, they don't. And me and Davis talked about that, especially because your case and Stacy's case are very similar. And
Right.
we had a case where the firefighter married the mother of his children for 3 years, got her pregnant, then left her when she was pregnant again for the second child. He was already planning all this along to be with an older woman who's a district attorney in LA County, and his aunt is connected to DCFS in the Vermont office in LA County and Monterey Park. And the woman he's with, the older woman he's with, she didn't want to have any more kids because she can't.
Right.
And so he wanted to have kids for her, so she can raise them. So he used his wife in the process to have those kids. And it was the sad thing is it was written down. Like he wrote his plans down, and his mother is also an attorney. So he's literally surrounded by the system. However, one of the judges in juvenile dependency court in Monterey Park, daughter used to babysit the client's daughters. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. So what I'm saying, so they should have, there's a conflict of interest in a lot of areas there, right? So they should,
Yes, ma'am.
then they know better. They talk. The judges in the system, everyone involved in the system, they chitter chatter and more than 2 teenage girls on a playground. It's insane. And so I learned at a very it was like at the very beginning, it was like every complaint, it was like I had to get rid of my attorney and learn the law and I've been representing myself. And they just do. I've ran out of judges. I'm on my 9th judge, and he has to travel from out of town, so he's already mad, you know. But it's the same thing. It's like they've tried to bring me up on, they've arraigned me on felony, like child alienation, which I guess I can just say, look, I had them all dismissed in 4 minutes from a court call in my bed. my ex, being an attorney, knows better. I'm not allowed to do trials from my bed, and so is this judge who heard it, who is actually a retired prosecutor. And I'm just like, I just decided I'm just going to be bold, and God's going to protect me.
Well,
Good
yeah.
for you.
But they have done everything they can possibly, marked my tires, tried to tow my
Oh,
car, my
yeah.
own property,
You know what
drained my
happened?
bank account.
Yeah. Do you know what happened?
Yeah.
When they before they like, for example, if the mother is dealing with this, like the firefighters, the mother that married the
Yeah.
firefighter, before the court, they like her all four tires were flat, for example, because they put like big nails in the
Yeah.
driveway.
Oh,
She
so
didn't
we
know.
had
Yeah.
ours was a little more professionally done. Ours was
Mm-hmm.
actually they'll call in,
Mm-hmm.
like an abandoned vehicle, and the guy will come in like with his little truck, and I would go out there to meet him and say, and then he would
Right.
hide between bushes, and I'm
Yep.
just like, look, like I just decided I'm
What?
not.
Oh yeah, they do that, Lindsay.
That's sick.
In LA too. In LA, just FYI, LA does it.
Ah,
Social workers in LA. I thought I
California is known for that. It's gross. It's gross.
California. Look, there's a lot of corruption in the system. A lot of people think
Yeah.
only bad moms, our kids are removed from them. That is far from the truth.
You
That's
know
how
what?
it should
Honestly,
be.
I started advocating and just getting people to tell me their stories, and like
Mhm.
you would be surprised of I don't our team doesn't just like, we've trained people in different states. We now have like a multi-stated advocacy team where it's like, but there, of everything we've read, we have yet to read one piece of paper where it's black, like the bottom line is you're a bad parent, period.
Mhm.
We have yet to read one case where it's you're a bad parent. It's all we want
Fabrication, copy
kids.
and
We
paste.
want
It's
your
all
kids.
copy and paste. That's all it is.
It,
Copy and
yeah, but
paste.
they
Copy
want
and paste.
they saw an easy target. They want the federal funding. It happened already for one of your kids, so they can easily roll it with the second. And our whole advocacy team is just about like empowering people to know, like, no, you can stand up and say, no, that's not okay, and like like, don't listen to what they have to say and be quiet, and like, we'll just go along with the story because if we do, things will get better. But they don't. They
Yep.
they
get worse.
won't. Yeah, they won't get better. That's the thing,
No,
is
they get
people do
worse.
not realize
Worse.
that it's not getting better.
Nope.
Yeah,
They are
it's like
getting
the
more
tornado.
bold and more, ability to be able to do this to people. And it's
Right,
unacceptable. It's just not okay.
right, right. It's just the whole thing's gross. It's
But it's all a conflict of interest, because the ones, like I said, the ones that lose are the perpetrators, are the abusers.
right.
When that firefighter beat his wife when she was pregnant, the police never arrested him.
Oh, no,
No,
of
but
course
you're
not.
part of
They
the
never
system.
do.
Nope,
You're part
he
of the
was not
system.
arrested.
They all get paid. They get paid. They can't do that because
They
they get paid.
protect each other. Firefighters, cops, they protect each other. Attorneys, cops, like that. It's
After
all
school
together. It's all
programs,
entwined.
boys
Yeah.
Their oath, yeah,
club,
their oath is to
like,
themselves.
you name
Hmm.
it, everybody's in on it. The after school programs,
And then we sound
the
like we're crazy because
Hmm.
the
we're the
nonprofit.
ones
Oh, they
talking
do
about
that.
it.
Right. They'll say you're paranoid and make you look like you're nuts. But that's fine.
But
I
isn't
just
it?
say, yeah, I have to be a little bit nuts because of what I'm going against on my own. So call me nuts all you want, but I'm still going for it. Right.
That is true. I agree with that. But the only reason they want us to look crazy, it kind of reminds me of Adam and Eve story, where Adam told God it's Eve's fault, but God said, "Well,
Where were you at, bud?
yeah, where were you at?" Kind of like, how are you going to
I,
blame Eve? You did it too. But I guess
I,
the point I'm trying to make, that's how the system is.
well, and Adam should be the one, like, he's worse because he's like in the kingdom realm. They're the leaders like, where was he saying, you know what, babe, that's the one tree we were told not to. Instead, he sits quietly. She takes the brunt. It's his fault.
Not really.
He, he's the leader in the kingdom realm.
Come
Well, I
on.
mean, it's both of
No,
their
you
fault
didn't
because
tell him.
he didn't own up. He
He
did it
didn't
too,
know. He
but
didn't know.
she knew, right?
She knew. He didn't know when she gave it to him. She was telling him while he was eating. No, it's true. She didn't know. I'm a woman and I'm going to be fair, but it's not Adam's fault. It's Eve's fault. Eve is the idiot. I'm sorry,
Well,
but Eve was the
right.
idiot.
We always joke like she's under the witness protection program in heaven, you know, because after a woman goes into labor and, you know, they're like, yeah, keep her hidden, Lord. When we get up there, we don't, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, but
Yeah.
honestly, but what's going on right now, people think, and I want to see, this is why I want people to share this
Mhm.
information, is because a lot of Americans out there think the mothers are the bad ones because that's what the system is saying. And
Right.
Right.
a lot of mothers have no record, never done drugs, they don't even drink alcohol, and they still don't have their children because of false allegations, because of the connection the father has, or the connection the father's mom has, or the woman he
So
slept with has. Yeah.
yeah, I went through that as well. So when I was 19 years old, okay, I'm old. I'm 43 now. So when I was 19, I got arrested for pot,
Oh,
which it was, you know, that many years ago. You might as well be. It's like crack, right?
Right.
So I go on a drug diversion program, complete, no problem. I actually didn't smoke weed again, but drug diversion, you know, with no, what it is it's an arrest, no charge. You're not charged. So my ex and my fiance's ex both pulled up my drug diversion, and all they did was put my criminal drug diversion number, just the criminal arrest number, in their family law stuff to say I'm this giant crack whore, and which is misleading, right? So then they tried to get the judge to do all this drug testing, and I and which and you know, which not well for many reasons. One, there's like that's a civil lawsuit. You can't do that, you know.
first of
But
all, there's a difference though, Jess. There's a difference between, okay, when the judge orders a drug test,
right,
what the social workers do is they do a drug screening. It's
Right.
completely different world. When you do a drug screening, come on now, right? I can go to Lindsay's house and say, pee in this cup,
Right.
right? And then I can go next door to a what? A mini mart, you know? Come
yeah.
on. And then say, oh yeah, she has drugs in the system. Come on now.
Like, how do we know that
Uh,
came from my system?
Exactly.
well,
Duh.
no, it was like where they were allowed to call and by two surprise um, drug tests, but they give you like a 24-hour notice, and you have to go like, and then you got to go down to this like third party company. So I
See, I hate that because they don't use reputable companies either.
No, they don't. No, they
well,
don't.
right.
You have to have a
And
special machine for the drug test, right?
but a
That
lot of
can
the
break
but
down.
I just decided I'm going to stop doing it because first they wanted to hair follicle me, and anybody knows in the state of California it's already been a California Supreme Court ruling because of how inadmissible hair follicle tests are. They cannot even request that.
No,
And they
because
can
I can walk outside right now and somebody's cooking meth next door.
For
Guess what?
real?
you're
If
already
somebody's
done.
smoking
You're guilty,
marijuana, it's going to come on my hair. Mr. Davis
right?
So
said,
So
hang on. They're inadmissible there?
in California, it's a California Supreme Court rule that you cannot even ask for a hair follicle drug test due to the fact that there were so many
Michigan is still doing them.
well, right. Well,
when
in
did this,
California they're
with
not.
Jesse,
They
when did this
tried.
come out? When did this come out?
This is old, sister. This is years and
Okay.
years old.
Okay, so if this is years and years ago, why are they still enforcing it? That's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah, like
Because
why are different states not following suit?
because they are because even though they're not supposed to be doing, you know, they can do whatever they want. They are the system. why did 300 grand get drained through Chase and nobody's having to tell me anything
Right.
or having to file? Like, why? Like, why can they?
Why
they
any
do
of it?
because
Well,
we
I
are
don't know if you
in a
guys can hear me. We have a
I
storm
know.
coming in. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay, honey.
Okay. I was going to say, family court used to be criminal court, but when they changed it over to family court, we lost all of our constitutional rights. So they've made up their own rules, and that's where we're at. And now they aren't even following the own rules that they set out. So that's where we're at there.
Also because people like you're allowed to go against the judge. Like, you're allowed to say, well, a lot of, like, I ask on everything. If they have me somewhere, I just say I'm going to be asking for a statement of decision, where that means they have to write a reason on the order that aligns with
What they're asking
law
for.
next to the decision they made, and it kind of sets them. It's like they're
What's it
bullies.
called?
And it's called a statement of decision, where if you're in a trial, you can ask before, during the trial, or at the end. You can tell a judge, I'm going to ask for a statement of decision, which lets them know you're going to be asking for them to list a reason that
Like a
has to
legal
align,
reason.
or when they have to align it with codes, so that if it doesn't match up to what you've been battling in court, then you can go to the appellate court right immediately and have it overturned. But also to tell the judge, I'm also going to be following this statement of decision up in writing within my 10 days allowed. Because a lot of the times, if they're recording you, their cameras don't work, or whatever reason they have for not wanting to have your stuff given to you, but then they know that it's going to be in writing, that you're asking, that you requested a statement of decision, that you are now asking for it within your 10 days in writing. And then that kind of makes them like, look,
Puts them on notice.
I have to learn it in and out. And when I learned it, it was like, I pulled my record. I found out 3 judges recused. Oh, look at that. And then I found out the ones that recused were still hearing my cases, which that's not legal. I mean, I'm telling you, 8 years of court documentation, emails, letters. I made sure at the very beginning, like that God literally told me, like, you're just getting, like, no, don't get your hopes up, right? You're just collecting the documentation. And it was like, we had one of our judges a suicide attempt, and everyone covered it up. They knew about it, and I finally wrote a letter to HR. I was like, you guys know about this.
So Jess, what is the status? Where are you at now as far as the status on the case with the son?
Oh, it's still, like, we haven't seen him in a year and a half. He hasn't seen his biological sister, who he grew up with, in a year and a half, which is also illegal. You cannot take away, like, it's like there's so many things illegal, like, in our case. But what can you do? I just kept collecting evidence, and we have a ministry team, so we've been waging war in the spirit, and just like it was like, so many people I'm writing a book. I have like Christian book publishers asking me for my story. It's just so stupid. And the only reason why it's working for me, right? Representing myself up against what I'm up against in 8 years, not been like thrown in jail and throw away the keys, because I'm only doing the very thing that they forced me to do, which is use the law. And the reason why I'm like moving forward is because they're not using the law, and they are the court of law, right? So
they're not the court of law. Yes, everybody can have a title, right? I can be called Miss America. That doesn't mean crap, right? It doesn't mean anything.
No, I mean, like, when you're in the court and they tell you, like, the judges and everyone say, you have to use the law. I'm like, but
What
it's
law?
kind of hard
If
to
you really
figure out
think
how to.
about it,
There,
what
yeah, there
law?
is no Mar law. Let's just face it.
Come
Hey,
on,
maybe
what law?
we got Jen back on. Maybe Jen can share some of hers now that we
Go
once we
ahead,
got her
please.
back on. Jen, are you there?
Hey, Lindsay, when you're done, are you gonna mail it to me? My sweater?
Oh, it's a bag. Sorry, I didn't know you guys could see that. Because in my little picture, I can't see it. So I thought it was off camera. I'm so sorry.
I think it's cute. I love it. You remind me of my grandma right now.
It is cute.
That's what my
Jen.
husband always says. My husband always is telling me I'm an old lady at heart.
You are.
Oh,
I'm good with it. I'll be that.
You're
I
so
think
cute.
Jen, can you hear us? Do you want to tell us a little bit about you and tell us your story?
I can hear you. Hi.
Okay, go ahead, Jen. We can hear you, sweetheart. Because I want to
Boy,
go back
I've been
to
trying to listen. I've missed probably almost the
yes.
entire show, having to log back in and come back. So I'm not going to touch anything this time.
Yes, stay put. Stay put. Don't move. Don't move. Go ahead,
Okay.
baby.
Go go ahead, because I'm gonna be okay. Okay.
Did we lose her?
I don't know.
Jen, did we lose you, sweetie? Jen, did we lose you?
No, I'm
Oh,
Jen, you're muted.
oh.
Oh dear God. It's the storm. The storm.
yeah, she said something about there was a bad storm.
I seriously hate that picture of that clown. I swear to God, this clown needs to go because this is so frightening to me.
I
Grace, can
should
you
do
choose a
like
different
I should
picture
make
for the
a.
love of God?
I
This is
missed it.
horrible. You should, Lindsay.
I can.
Yeah, make an avatar, Lindsay. That would be awesome. All
Yeah,
right.
because I don't even want to see that damn clown.
Yeah, it's like Chucky.
I know this Chuck. It's like seriously, yeah. Life is bad as is. Let's not look at that chick.
Yeah, I'll make something.
Yeah,
Jen, we
Jessica,
want you. Yeah.
Diana, and Brighter Bridge and Underdog. I want to read something that that Diana wrote. She said, my kids have been taken from me and so much bad has happened to me. I cry every day missing my kids. If I lose my kids, my husband and myself can't go on anymore. We cannot handle this pain anymore. She goes on to saying, oh, sorry. We took our case to trial. We did the mediation 5 times, and in mediation, DCYF said that they screwed up and my kids should have never been taken from me, but the foster parents fell in love with her kids.
Well, they're really being blatant now. They're not. They're telling you exactly
Yeah.
what they're doing, and they don't
Right.
care.
Yeah, and then she said, we went back and forth. Then we found out that the casa went to see the kids and took them outside and talked to them, and they were told if they don't agree to adoption, they will be split up again.
I'm surprised they weren't
I
already.
went through 3 miscarriages and 5 IVF cycles before having my son. I pushed myself to become a mom and now fighting to stay a mom. I had my twins through IVF too. I loved my family. We were happy. The kids never missed school or doctor appointments. We made family tradition. Since they've been gone, we stopped celebrating everything. I understand that. I can relate to that. We had visits once a week, and I only missed like 3 visits, and that was due to me having emergency surgery. Then, when mediation wasn't going in foster parents' direction, the direct the twins slowly stop coming to the visits, and we were told they didn't want to do visits because they didn't want see DC was in
DCYF.
the same room. This hurts seeing my oldest weekly. I still got the I still got to hug him and tell him I loved him, but doing visit, the DCYF lady says to my son, tell your parents you don't want to go home and you want the foster parents to adopt you. I believe that, Diana. This Diana is saying happened to every woman I spoke with, and every woman from in every state I spoke with, even Canada and Hawaii, said the same exact thing. The social workers told the children to tell their parents that they don't want to go home with them and they want to be adopted by the foster parent.
See, at that point, it shouldn't be a choice. If they're admitting that they screwed up, then why are we still waiting to see what anybody else wants? It doesn't matter at that point what anybody else wants.
Admitting
But also,
all
if
of
they're
facade.
minors, the whole point of having a
But admitting is a facade, you guys. They're doing that, admitting it to her, to the mom, but they're not doing anything about it. They want to drive her crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't understand the strategy. They want to drive her crazy because the court, they're not going to go tell the court they made a mistake.
Exactly.
Oh, no, they're not.
Wonder that. But guess what? That doesn't count. It doesn't count if it's not said in court.
And
Correct?
it's insane.
Think about it. They want to drive parents crazy, especially moms, because mothers are emotional.
right.
Diana, I just want to say we feel your pain and you're not alone. Okay, you're not. That's why it's important for us to unite and get all of these stories out so people realize there's no justice anymore, and that the parents, we got to stick together and say no more. This is wrong. We aren't going to take this anymore. Period.
And start
Go ahead.
flooding your local attorney generals with complaints, because even though they say they're not allowed to like step in, right? There's something that's called called a federal judicial intervene. It's where they actually, by law, the attorney general actually by law has to step in when they get so much documentation on one case regarding like CPS and the system and unjust all this stuff, that they actually have to. It's a federal law. They have to step in. And so people, I get that attorney generals are a part of the problem most of the time, but that doesn't, if people know that they can just start flooding their offices with complaints, then like we're gonna hold you to it.
Yes, I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, the more public it is, that's when they have to step in. And this is the problem. We're all trying to do everything ourselves. Maybe there's some kind of template we can use and you put your story in there and then we all send them in together in one state.
I'm ready.
We have to protest. Listen to me.
I will make a
template. We will
template.
be heard is if we are protesting. I'm not joking. I'm starting it already. I made you guys a promise. I'm starting it in Los Angeles. I need you guys in your own states and counties to start it. Here I am. I sent my first message today on Facebook, and I'm posting it here. You guys have my cell. You guys have my work cell. You have both numbers. So,
Georgette, would you like for me to make up like a campaign?
Yes, please.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
I'm on
that
it.
would be awesome, Lindsay, because people have been through so much trauma. A lot of people just can't come up with the words to say. So if they had a start, I think we'd have more action, honestly, if we help direct them.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'll make up a campaign, and then for whatever states or counties people organize, like families that have been affected by DCFS or CPS or whatever, and then we could like
Lindsay,
put one person
I think
in
we
charge
go
of
big and we do states, because then we get everybody from every county sending them in. You know what I'm saying? And then we all send them in all together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think these are two different things here, right?
Yeah.
Because we have a protest that we need to organize, which I can make the campaign for that. And then if you want me to do a template, I can do that too.
Yes.
And then we could just like put a generic one out there on the website, and then everybody can just fill theirs out and print it or email it to themselves. And then we
Yeah.
can have a copy emailed to us as well. And then we'll send them all in together as like states.
I
Yep,
have
and then
so many
deliver to
people
all
that
the
I can't
legislators.
worth. I have a lot of people that I can I mean dozens of people I've been collecting names and building relationships for years that I can send the templates to. So it'll go places, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, they can
I think this
silence
is a
whatever
great idea.
they can't. Yeah.
I just know with me trying to help people that they don't know where to start, so they just need some direction. So if we had clear steps on what exactly to do, and then have a date, maybe that they have them in by, then
Yeah.
we can send them all in together.
Well,
I'm ready.
I'll organize it, and I can, if you want to get my number from Miss G, she can give you my number, and then we can coordinate together on that. And then
Yeah.
Miss G, you and I can coordinate on what you want your campaign to look like, and then we'll try and get it out to as many people as possible.
Lindsay, what I have noticed about Lindsay, guys, is she's very committed to this. And I honestly, God, every time I ask her something to help me with something, she's on it. Like, she's like, Miss G, I'm on it now. And then within a few minutes later, this girl's like a machine. Like, I freaking love her. Like, she doesn't delay. She's Her punctuality is amazing. If she can't make it on the show, she even lets me know ahead of time. She's amazing. I just love her to
Yep,
death.
she's amazing. Also, we
Thank
got
you.
I just love Lindsay. I'm not joking.
You can tell
She
that Lindsay's channeled
demonstrated,
her heart
right, her
into
passion. She's not
into
just talking about it. She actually implements it.
now.
And I love that about people. When don't talk about it, show me
Yep.
who you are. Don't
We
talk.
also have a writer on here. Jen is a writer, and she's very well. She could take each story and she could come up with articles to also put up there if Jen is up for that.
That's a good idea.
Jen has
Okay.
got amazing words, and she definitely can't put out words for herself, but she can for everyone, and they are amazing. She's got to realize she can do it for herself too.
Jen, you can get a hold of me too. I'll have you write some articles for the podcast website.
And also, Jen, I know you're having a storm and all that. I get it. I understand you guys are having a really bad weather right now, but I would love for you guys to be on the show every Thursday and Friday, if you will. If you want to, I'm gonna have Dennis and Stacy on the show as well, and Tracy, of course. Where the hell is Tracy?
Did she disappear?
Oh
Oh
no!
no.
Oh no, she's here.
Oh.
Oh, she's here. Oh, she's the one without a face. Okay, yeah. She's the one without a face. But she's not saying anything.
Yeah, it's hard for me to be quiet. You guys know that, right?
Don't do that.
Jen, you want to tell them your background, and if you'd be willing to write stories, I'm sure you would. I had an organization, Project Guardian, but unfortunately, it's not up and running anymore since my current situation. But Jen was going to write for that, so I will share you guys, Jen, because I want to get out the word, and she's awesome. Jen, can you hear us? I know Miss G has a limit time frame today, so I'd like to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I canceled. I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow.
If you want to have Jen get a hold of me, I have a platform she can write for.
Okay, awesome. Maybe Lindsay, we can also talk about our show Break the Chain, which we have, which is being aired every Tuesday and Thursday on Myron TV out of California, and we're trying to get more spots. And we've done about, I don't know, 50 or 60 interviews to put out already. So my friend Mary has been very busy trying to edit all these and get these out. So
Just get a hold of me.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey guys, look what Made of Rubber wrote. Don't talk about certain groups of individuals or they'll call CPS on you. And they also said USA is a cult founded. That is so true.
Yeah, the Hellfire Club was huge.
That is so true. This is so true. But I want to tell you guys, especially Diana, what your son said to you, he's right. They are lying to you, and you confirmed it way after I said They're doing this to you only because they want to get a reaction out of you. Remember, the state, the county, they are sociopathic, narcissistic. What's another way to say a-hole? There is no nice way to say a-hole. They are a pathological narcissist.
Pathological liars. Yeah.
Yeah, they're narcissist, pathological, sociopathic a-holes.
They are.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear them say there's no excuse. They know what's going on. They know it's immoral.
They know it, but so does
No,
the
ignorance of the
narcissist.
law is no excuse, period.
No, but you understand, an abuser knows what they're doing, but they
Right.
get the joy of doing it because they get to see a reaction out of you.
Yep.
These people are not normal. They work in in an entity that requires mentally bankrupt individuals, reject individuals to work in it. Only
Yeah.
rejected people will accept the job like that. And I know social workers watch my show. I get it. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, you guys are rejected. You are rejected.
You guys aren't going to
Morally
get away with it.
bankrupt,
Justice
horrible human
is
beings.
coming.
You are rejected.
God
on
sees
the basis.
you.
That's what
Yeah.
you are.
God sees you, and you will not get away with it. Period. Justice will
Yeah.
be served either way.
It's coming.
Oh, it's coming. God doesn't like ugly, but people think because God is so slow to anger that God doesn't exist. He exists.
Oh, yeah. Him,
Oh, he
God, and I
exists.
look. I don't like his timing, right?
None of
And
us
there's
do.
no point on
I'm
lying
guilty
about
of
it because
that.
he knows.
Yep.
But it is always perfect when it comes, and he is working behind the scenes. And look at how public people have been going now, just compared to a year ago. It's
Yeah.
like it's collapsing on him. It's
Yeah,
collapsing
just
on
think
him.
about it. You guys, just think about it. The lady I was talking to you about, she married that firefighter for 3 years. He took her kids from her for 10 years. And the woman he married her a few weeks after she delivered his second child. And that woman was a district attorney in LA County who
Yeah.
became a judge before the children were removed completely from the mom.
We have stories about people
Think
that
about
have
it.
had their kids removed at the hospital, and attorneys forged judge
Yep.
orders with attorneys' names. They weren't even smart enough to try to forge attorney names. But I have documentation that have like hospital removals and attorneys that have forged judges' orders. And I mean, it would blow your mind.
Oh,
don't
I
even
know. Oh, no, nothing blows my mind anymore. Like I told you guys, that mother found out the babysitter is the judge's daughter that removed. She's
Yeah.
friends with the judge that removed her kids in the same
It's,
courthouse, one room away.
it's all
Okay?
interconnected.
It's all connected. But you know,
Yeah.
the family court judges said it's not a conflict of interest.
How is
No,
that
it's
not a freaking conflict of interest?
It's a conflict of
It's not.
interest. Actually,
But I can't say more
if they
about the
say it's
case
not
because
a
there's
conflict of
something else they're going to
interest,
be surprised with. They're going to be surprised with something else.
right?
But
Because you can
yeah,
say what you want all day long. I can tell you
yep.
that I'm Donald Trump, but it doesn't make me Donald Trump. But
What's
if
wrong
you
with
are
him?
a judge and you say
I
it's
don't have
not
a
a
problem.
conflict of interest, then what does
Yeah.
the actual law say?
Yep.
Because that's what you're supposed to be going with. So whatever
But
you say, whatever.
again, they don't follow the law. They
Nope.
don't
Right.
follow the law. That's the
Right.
problem. They don't follow the law. They don't care about the law. It's not about the law. It's about their rules that they set in their entity to violate the law.
Right, but they still have those rules, the county rules that they kind of like redesign, still have to align with with the state laws and the Supreme Court ruling laws. So, like, that's why people notice that whenever you're in a courtroom, if you cite, which doesn't happen very often, which I started doing a long time ago, when I noticed that when people were starting to cite like in accordance with the Supreme
Right.
Court case law, then the
Right.
judges actually have to stop what they're doing and research it because
Right.
they have to go with what the Supreme Court ruling in their state has already ruled on, because you can't overturn it. It's the highest judgment. Like,
Honey, but they count on you guys cannot afford the right attorney to represent you. So what they count on is you guys holding your case in your hand, meaning they want you guys to handle your case on your own.
Yep.
That's what they
hey,
want.
you know what? Joke's on them. I'm glad I did start learning on my own, and I want to handle my case on my own too, because their whole, like, the whole judge, like, their appointed public pretenders that work
No.
for the county, they
I'll be right back. I was gonna write a little note so I didn't have to interrupt, but I'll be right back.
Okay, I don't agree with you on that. No. I don't agree with you on that. I'm not talking about court-appointed attorneys. Of course, they're dumb. They're idiots. They're so dumb. I'm surprised they passed the bar. But the thing about it is that those are not
I said
the
they
attorneys.
take you into the dumps.
Yeah, I know. They're crazy. A lot of the court-appointed attorneys are not even real attorneys. What they are is like immigration attorney, or
Yep.
some like.
And they're hand selected.
Yeah, they're hand selected because they want somebody they can. They're literally puppets. They're like little roaches,
It's right, and it's a kickback system. It's a kick, like, if they can get their people to keep kids out of their care that can be federally funded, and they get so much a month, and they can kick. It's a trickle down. It's just follow the money trail.
Yeah. Divorce attorneys cannot help you in a juvenile dependency cases, by the way. Any family law attorneys are idiots when it comes to state jurisdiction laws.
Right. Well, it's just, and nobody's going to fight for I always tell people, like, learn the law, because nobody will fight for your kids the way you will, period.
No.
Nobody.
That's not true. That's not true. Mr. Davis helped me with my case. That's not true.
No. I'm saying when you just go into the system and they're like, here's this attorney, or you know what I'm saying? If they get paid a certain amount, regardless of if they help you, they're not gonna go above and beyond to go fighting for most of them. I'm not gonna say all, but in most scenarios, like, nobody will fight for someone's kid the way that the parents that love their kids will fight for their children.
Not true either.
Really?
We have an attorney named, she doesn't do juvenile anymore. She does family law only. Her name is Jennifer Ani. That woman, she's not in our location anymore. She moved.
Right. Well, I said most.
But she knows. No. This woman used to stay up all night talking to me about a case that she has a trial for. No, that's not true. There's a lot of.
I said most, but she's one in the few that actually, like.
Well, Elizabeth Jacobo, she's in our office still. She's still. I mean, Elizabeth Jacobo, Jennifer, and Mr. Davis. I don't know the other ones personally, but I can only speak of the ones I know personally.
Good for her. So they're actually attorneys, and they took their oath and held it dear and are in it for the right reasons. But it's not. You find more dirty. You find more bad than there are good. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but also when I tried to do things on my own, I made it worse for Davis. Okay, so when you think you know because you're a legal assistant and you know what you're doing, you don't know crap. Because when it comes to your case, you're more emotional, and you're not an attorney. You did not pass the bar, so you don't know everything, and you don't know legal talk. There's legal way to speak to an attorney. There's a specific way that you have to address
Mrs. G, it depends on who's representing. There are some people that are representing themselves that they could be a bar attorney. They just didn't take the bar, right? So it depends, but you are right as far as trying to fight your own case. I mean, it's hard when you're not an attorney, but a lot of people are trying to fight their case and they don't know what they're doing, and that's the issue.
No, listen to me. One of our attorneys was going through a divorce case, her divorce case 2 years ago. And she had to hire an attorney. I asked her, I said, what's wrong with you? You're an attorney. She's like, Georgette, it's my divorce. I can't do it. I become emotional and stupid. She said she went to court, looked at the judge, didn't know what to say. Because it's hard to represent yourself, even if you're an attorney. And also, my own doctor takes his children to a doctor because he doesn't want to diagnose his own kids. So when it comes to our own cases, don't be delusional to think you can handle it on your own, especially when it comes to juvenile dependency cases. Okay? You have more rights as a criminal than you do as a parent. Let that sink in your mind a little bit.
It's true. That's true.
The problem is there's not
That's
enough
sad.
good
That's sad,
attorneys
but
out there that are taking cases. Or you can barely find any to take your case. So there's a need for good attorneys out there and more family attorneys that can take your case. And I think that's part of the issue. A lot of people
yeah.
don't want to get into family law because they know it is corrupt or whatever, and they want to be part of it. But then you do have your certain ones that do fight, but they're far and few
I
between,
found
and
that
that's
the
the issue.
juvenile dependency was the worst. So do you guys, have you felt like out of all the departments, the juvenile dependency um, cases, they're the most like corrupted, weird.
You look, the reason other attorneys don't want to help, let me tell you why. I was told by 3 attorneys, and I told you guys this on the show last year. 3 attorneys told me, because I was trying to get them on the show. They said, we're not going to be involved with the state matters. I asked them why, and I said, I will not speak of their names to anyone. And I kept that promise. They told me because they want to be judges one day. And
Right.
in order for them to be judges one day, they can't go against the state.
Right.
So I personally look at them as cowards.
No, they
Mr.
don't have, they'll be
Davis, after
blacklisted,
that,
right?
right? I asked Mr. Davis after that, I asked him, why didn't he become a judge? He said, because I don't want to. But he never said what that guy said to me. But Davis is a man of few words, right? So I took that as he dedicated his life to fight against them, not to be part of them.
Right.
Because if you're part of them, you're not going to do the right thing.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
if you're part of them, they're going to make sure you're off the bench if you're
Right.
doing the right thing.
You're
Well, but then you
blacklisted.
got the doctors out there for transgender surgery saying they're forced to do surgeries, but they don't agree with it, but they're still doing it, right? Knowing it's unmoral.
Well,
Hey,
no. So,
James. Wait, hold on, guys. James, you know who you, James Bayless? I don't care if you think you won your case without an attorney, sweetheart. Don't give people the wrong message. We don't know anything about your case, really, James. And I love you to death, man. But don't freaking come on my show and say shit like that.
wait,
Okay?
who?
Yes, I removed your comment. Yes, James, I removed your comment. I have the power to do that. You cannot
Oh,
mislead people and tell them that you won your case on your own without an attorney. That is
I mean,
bullshit.
that's all well
there
and
are
good,
no
right?
winners.
But they're gonna keep coming because that's
Yeah,
what they
this is
do.
really
So
stupid.
eventually, when you don't know what to do because you're not an attorney,
James, be quiet. Just be
you're
quiet. Not you, Lindsay. James. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
once you don't know what to do because they won't stop coming after you and they're gonna keep doing this, and
yeah.
you don't know what your next choice is gonna be because, well, you're not an attorney.
And they beat you down. You're depressed. You're tired. You're
Right.
exhausted. Yeah.
I mean,
They take
it's
everything out.
it's always advisable to get an attorney if you can, because it just, you're not as emotionally invested when it's not your case. Even though it's emotionally taxing anyway, it's not their case. They are going to be going into it clear-headed.
And this
You
is
may
why,
not.
yeah, and this is why it bothers me. Well, it shouldn't bother me because I feel sorry for people like that. But it gets to me when people say, let me help you win your case. Are you an attorney? No. But I can help you. No.
And the problem is every case is different. So what you won with doesn't mean that the next person, and that's the issue. Is people are
Exactly.
using other people's paperwork as templates, and they're not getting
Right.
anywhere. I mean, I didn't use templates, and I did have
I'm
a
just
lot of
thinking,
wins.
is there any real winners? You know?
However, I still am without my daughter. Either way, I went.
I still have my kids. I've never had them removed. And
I
thank
haven't. I
God,
haven't
because
either.
they
Right.
come
But
enough times a year for me to know. Like, they're not playing around, but neither am I. And I'm not going in without an attorney. I'm not talking to them without
Well,
my
guess
attorney.
what?
Like, I
Guess what?
can't.
Guess what, Lindsay? You're part of an attorney team. Let me put it to you that way.
well, Miss G,
I
what
fuck
you're
with you,
doing,
you're going to fuck with me. Okay? So
Miss G, what you're doing is like it, I want to just say like thank you, because you are like fearless, and you are going to keep, you just like, you are for the people. Like, thank you for
yeah.
what you're doing. publicly and you're faithful and you're there. I mean, there's not a lot of people that have the guts to go public, like with all the different stories like you. There's very few coming out because they're in fear of what the system will bring. So like we're like you're awesome. Like
I
thank
struggled
you.
with that too. Like I did. And Miss G told me, she was like, you got to speak out because there are other people in your shoes. And she's right.
Right.
I was like,
Yeah.
man, I don't want to poke that bear and never see my kids again. Like, I can't imagine how some of you feel. I
They
would
are
die.
they're gonna take everything from you regardless of what you do. So you might
Right.
as well give them a run for their money, right?
But that's what they
Exactly.
want.
Amen.
They want. They want you to be scared. They want you to fear them. Why would
They divide
I
and
would
conquer.
never
That's
look
their
yeah.
job.
Yeah,
To
that's their
divide and
job to
conquer.
make you feel like that. That means you're literally bowing down to the devil. I would not bow down to the devil
Not today,
because the
Satan.
devil knows who my God is. Bottom line.
I started wearing shirts in court that say "Not today, Satan."
Not today, Satan. Not
Oh,
today.
I want some of those shirts.
And the judge looked at me like I was some kind of funny, and I said, I have the right to my Freedom of Religion Act, and they skipped over it, but they didn't like me. But it's like it's like what do you like the devil's on a budget. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he and all these like entities and everything that are like aligning with all this, they're on a budget with evil. Like it's God who has endless resources, and he will prevail, and it's coming soon.
Maria, I want you to know I got mine from Amazon. I just put on the shirts that it's called printable or something like that. I can't remember, but I got mine from Amazon. Not today, Satan, and it's
I
really
made mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
I
that's
was
also,
just gonna say,
that's where I got
Lindsay,
mine.
I bet you could design a shirt and it would look awesome.
Lindsay, let's do
We
it.
can all match.
I'll do it.
We
I'll
can
do
all
it.
match.
Yeah.
Maria, Lindsay can help you.
I'm
Talk
on
to
it.
Lindsay. Lindsay is an angel. She's totally an angel. Go to Lindsay.
Thank you.
And honestly, I mean, Lindsay, you know what you should do? You should have like an email. I'm gonna ask Davis if I can get you a Vincent Davis email for you,
I'm in.
and then people can reach you there.
Yeah.
Like say Lindsay at vincentwdavis.com type of thing. But I'll talk to Davis first, of course.
Awesome. Yeah. Let me know.
I will. But honestly, guys, thank you.
I think that shirt that's going to be really popular. We already have Maria here saying she wants a shirt. So there we go, guys.
We should talk to Mr. Davis about that, Georgette. Maybe
I will.
design
I
a
have a
shirt.
girlfriend out here in California who's a shirt printer. She would do a mass number for really dirt cheap, and then I could send them wherever.
Okay, she said, Maria said, add me as a friend, everyone. You are not. Let me put it to you this way, guys. We're family, and that's how we should behave as family. Friends have an end to it. We don't want to have an end. We want to make us all family because when we are united together, we are stronger. And I want you guys to be aware of somebody that is doing shows. Not going to name the person. She knows who she is. Most importantly, God knows who she is. What she is, that she says to everybody that not all court-appointed attorneys are bad. She has a habit of saying that. And
why does she say that though? Why does she say that though, Georgette?
Let me say, Lindsay, you know who I'm talking about. Then she says things like, the reason she's saying that is because she's friends with the court-appointed attorney of hers. And what she does is she gives that court-appointed attorney names of people that reach out to her. And that court-appointed attorney helped her become part of the court, right? To be a witness, some type of whatever, something with the courts in California.
Whatever, we're tired of
San Bernardino, I think. I can't remember. But just be careful with that. You don't know who you're entertaining. Even Jesus told us that. You can either be entertaining an angel or you can be entertaining the devil. We don't know.
He says,
okay.
He says,
so just because she says
people good, right?
Right.
All
just because she says she's a victim of CPS, you don't know the whole story. What she's saying is false because there's more to it.
Oh, I'm sure.
More to it. Okay? There's more to it.
Well, I can tell you that I have Mr. David Straight stalking my TikTok and saving my videos, so that's concerning to me. Why is he saving things that I put out on judges and all of that? What is
Who's
his
David
goal?
Straight?
He's kind of like an Anna von Reitz, help you with your paperwork, but disappears when it's time for you to go to court.
Yep, and he takes your money.
There
Yep.
you go. So
Yep.
yeah, I know I'm not supposed to mention names, but CPS has my kids, so I don't have anything to lose at the point. So come after me.
But hey, let me tell you this, Tracy. That guy ruined one of our clients' case completely.
He's multiple. I know multiple
Oh
parents.
my God. The guy came to us. He was in tears. He said, Georgette, I trusted him. I freaking trusted him. I paid him money. And me and Davis were like, why would you do that? Why would you give somebody who's not an attorney money? Well, he said to donate. No, don't donate crap. Don't donate shit to anybody who's not an attorney. Let me tell you why. Because if I don't do it from the goodness of my heart, I'm not going to ask you for gas money. I'm not going to ask you for a donation. I will just do it and God will find a way. Do you understand? Because
Yep.
this, I did not study like a big attorney studied law, right? I'm not going to take money from people. Even if they say donation, you say no. So therefore, anyone that takes your money, it is not going to help you. I don't care what fake certificate they have. This lady shows her certificate online, like on a show. She's like,
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I don't even have to go there.
look at my cert. No. See, the thing about it is, she's so bankrupt from herself that I can't process how anyone can believe that woman. And
Because
it is
people are emotional and they don't have their kids and they're worried, so they're trying to find the hope that they
Yep.
don't have. And
No,
so
that
I'm
woman-
sick of these scammers coming out and taking people's money and making them lose their kids, or
Literally.
sending down a route that they know there's no hope, but they're going to send them down anyways, and that person that ends up in jail. It is wrong,
Exactly.
and that needs to be stopped. So I
Exactly.
believe we need to call these people out, because if
Yes.
we don't,
I
there's
want you so bad.
more victims.
I want you so bad, but I want you to know that lady also said that Davis got her kids, and he never did. She didn't even, oh my God, he never got her kid. And she tells people she got her kid back, and she didn't. She only had visitation time with her and him, or her, or him. Can't say which sex.
Yeah.
But again, there's so many liars out there, and that's the reason why I will never trust this person. So
But you ask them for proof, and what do they give you? Oh, well, it's confidential. No, I want to see proof before I do anything. I've learned that lesson. I know. I've been around that circle for
show me
3.5
you got
years.
full custody of your child. Show me. I want to see proof. Make sure that it's actual proof, because I was told by so many people that they were fooled by fake certificates. Even nurses were in jail right now, in prison, for creating a fake nursing license.
Certification.
Yes. And then, of course, they were all blasted all over the news. They were not nurses. They never graduated. They never even took courses.
It is so easy to fake documents. Like I could do it in 5 minutes. Never would I, but you know what I'm saying. Like it's so easy to manipulate that. So you really need to do your homework. If you have somebody that's saying, "Oh, well, look here, I've got this certificate and it's authentic." You don't know that.
I don't care. Listen. People will not get to where they are unless they have somebody in connection to get them there. Because let me tell you something, for her to even be a sitting witness, whatever the hell she calls herself, is like, how did you get there? How did you get there?
Right. And how
There
you
has
get
to
there
be
is more important, I think.
Exactly. Especially somebody that had an open CPS case, especially somebody that had lies about her case to everyone. I mean, come on. Give me a break. So the truth is, you could be entertaining demons and you have no idea. And that person can't stand me because I speak the truth.
Well, she can't
Speak
stand
up,
me either.
ma'am.
I called her out, but
Who called her out?
I
Who?
did.
Who? Tracy?
Oh yeah, I did. And she
You
took
did
over the
not.
whole Zoom call and wouldn't let me speak as she's telling people to go file lawsuits individually
Are you
in their
kidding me?
courthouse.
Are you sure you know who I'm talking
You
about
can
without
Oh yeah,
saying
I
it?
know who you're
publicly
talking
state,
about.
you can
Okay,
publicly
put it in the
blast
private chat.
somebody.
Put it in the private chat
Okay.
because I want to
It's
make
but
sure you know who I'm
it's
talking
not
about.
a defamation of character unless you can prove everything you're saying. So if you can prove what you're saying, you're allowed to say it.
Yeah, let's be careful though, because I don't
No,
want to.
I'm just saying
Right,
that people should be careful of screwing people over and
right, for
then
sure.
worry about trying to keep them hushed because it's like, you know,
Just the first
the whole
initial.
thing's
Just
sad.
the
It's
first
so sad.
letter. The first letter, Tracy. Oh no, only the first letter, not the whole name. But
F.
honestly, wait,
F,
wait. I
F is
missed
in
what
Frank.
Jess was saying. I missed what Jess was saying. What did Jess say?
She said that if you have got proof that somebody has screwed you over like that and they are trying to silence you, like you need to know, like it's not defamation until it's something you can't prove. Like if it's something you can prove, expect to be blasted on it,
Right, like
basically.
if you
Oh,
say
honey. Oh,
John
honey.
Doe,
Oh, I can prove shit. Oh,
but that's
honey,
what I'm
honey,
saying.
honey.
And there's classy ways to do it.
Oh, I can
Still don't
prove shit.
badmouth. I still won't badmouth anybody because it's like it's true. Like, you know, I pray for my enemies harder, but it's they. I'm just saying for them, they should be more weary because it's like you
Okay,
if
first of
you if
all,
you
a woman who doesn't believe in God, who believes in witchcraft and tarot cards, is not going to have the same type of morals that you do.
right,
So let's
but
be real.
also
See, what
right,
people don't
correct.
understand, right? Huh? What?
No, I said you're
Jesse,
right.
what?
I said correct. You're right.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people like that don't scare me. You know why? Because my God is bigger than theirs, and no weapon formed against me shall
Right.
prosper. And she tried. Oh, believe me, she tried.
Because
But every
we
time
already
she
won the
did,
war, right? We're just claiming
the
the
darts
victory.
goes back right at her. Exactly. Exactly. She tried several times. So, with that being said, to me, demonic people don't scare me because I
No,
faced the devil himself.
me too, girl. Me
Okay.
too. And I think we all are facing a part of them inside of this corrupt system. There's a this is the enemy rearing his head, and the devil's after our children now. It didn't used to be this bad, you know.
The devil is after anyone that's good. Remember, anyone that gets to the juvenile court and asks you, she even said that what to one of our clients now. She told him, "Oh yeah, I'll give you a certificate. Take it to court and show it to the judge. It's from me, from
Are
me."
you kidding me?
I swear, as God is my witness, he told Davis everything. And Davis is like,
Ah!
don't believe that. No, no, no. But she got there because of her connection with her court-appointed attorney. That's what you people don't understand. Is give me, and you will receive. It's give me, and I'll give you, and we both win-win. The county will never allow anyone to do that in their courts unless you're known by a certain individual. Think about it for a minute. Think. Star.
Yeah, I mean,
I already know. Lindsay knows who I'm talking about, but Tracy doesn't know. I think, yeah, she's clueless. Did you see that, Lindsay? Did you see the private chat?
No, hang on, I'll look at it.
Tracy, I love you, but you're wrong. Do you see that?
Oh,
It's
no, but
not.
I think I know who she's talking about.
Oh my God, they maybe that person and the other person are probably good friends.
They probably are best buds.
Yep. Yep.
I am clueless as to what you
All
guys
right,
are
you
talking
guys,
about,
I
but
gotta
I like
go.
it that way.
I gotta get my kiddos in bed, and it's
All right.
like 7 o'clock here. So,
Go. I
all
love you,
right,
Lindsay. I'll talk to you
bye.
later. Bye. But no, you don't know. Believe me, you don't know. I don't want. I mean, I don't know if you don't know, but I'm not gonna say.
Miss G, you're awesome. You're a firecracker. I like it. A force to be
Thank you.
reckoned with.
No.
Those are the ones, like, you know what I mean? Like you have a huge calling. Like keep it going, sister. Because like that, like you speak truth, and you're giving everybody a public platform here to help with
I
their
want
injustice.
to. And the thing about it is, I tell people I am going to fight for you because every pain you guys are feeling, I felt.
I
I
was
have,
just going to say, you have been
yeah,
screwed over, or you have watched people close to you be screwed over for so long that it is like in
yeah,
your DNA now at this
it's in
point.
my DNA. God had to take me through the storm
Yeah, me too. He took me through the
to humble me, to put
yeah,
me in a position where, and you
same
guys
here.
think people don't believe you. I believe you. And a lot of women like, Miss G, you believe me? Like this woman literally cried to me last Saturday. Miss G, you believe me? I'm like, I believe you. She's like, are you sure you believe me? Like she doubted
Like it
herself.
matters to her, right?
Yeah. And people don't understand that.
Right. It's
A-
because they're designed to make them look and feel nuts. Yeah.
And I'm telling you guys, let's
I
do this
struggle with
together.
that too. I struggle with that too. And
Yeah.
God reminded me, if I show this to you, who cares what everyone else like this is between like this is me. Like you and I are co-laboring. Screw whatever. You know what I mean? Like a part of you just have to block out the white noise and keep finding the people like you guys. Like Tracy. Tracy's a pretty good advocate, and she veers a lot of people towards their stories with you guys. Like,
That's why
there are
Jesse,
people.
yeah, that's why Jesse, Tracy, and Jennifer and Lindsay and Star's not with us today, but I love Star and Dennis and Stacy.
Well,
Um,
if you guys all you get my text or my phone information from Tracy, but if you guys all, I mean, I will go to town on. I'll be California's. Like I'll send whoever. I don't know if you have anyone for California yet.
I am in California. I want okay. We need to talk. We need to talk because if you're in
Yeah,
California, I'm in California. We can be a powerful team in California because
where
we have
two or more
Natalia who's also
gather,
in California. Yeah,
right?
yeah, we're
Where
gonna be
there
powerful in
more.
California.
Hey, Miss G, Jen wrote something in the chat. I'd like to get some of Jen's story if we can.
Jen, I'm so sorry, baby. Go ahead, Jen.
Do you see what she wrote?
Yes.
Where are you guys seeing that? When you say, "Did you see what she wrote?" Where are you guys reading that?
Okay. Do you see um
In the
right
chat?
underneath? No, it's right on the screen itself. It's like on the
Okay.
screen itself. You see it
Okay.
now? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and read it. Stace Tracy.
Hmm.
I don't know if you
Tracy.
guys, I can read it. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Were told to take shelter, so I have no room where to take shelter. But anyways, the storm is pretty loud over there.
No, go
But I
ahead.
will read it. I was erroneously arrested and jailed in January for what? For texting my daughter back. The public defender wouldn't even touch the family case, pushing to wrongfully criminalize me. Prosecuting attorneys wouldn't even move, and they put Jen in jail, came arrest her. Jen,
Wow.
can you talk, or is it storm too bad by you?
That's why I thought Jennifer couldn't talk. That's why, but she can write. I think she can type, but she can't talk. That's why I thought Jennifer couldn't talk. That's why, but she can write. I think she can type, but she can't.
Can you hear me?
That's why I thought Jennifer couldn't talk. That's why, but she can write. I think she can type, but she can't.
Can you hear me?
That's why Jennifer couldn't talk. It's bad, Jen. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
It's too
Okay,
delayed.
listen, Tracy, since you know her story, why don't you tell us? Tell us. Tracy, did we lose you, honey?
I can't because I got the storm too, and it's really bad.
Okay, Jen, we're gonna have Tracy
where are
say
you
it.
from? Where is it from? Where's she from?
Washington.
And tell us her story, baby. Tell us her
I
story.
can't, Georgia. I'm afraid I'm going to be kicked off here soon because I don't know. Can you guys hear that hail? And the winds,
Oh
it's
my
like 70 miles
God.
an hour, and they told us
No,
to
no,
take
no.
shelter.
No, go. We want your safety. Oh my God. Please let me know
No,
how it
I
goes.
mean I'm listening because I don't have anywhere to go. So I'm listening. I'm just afraid. So maybe we can just do Jen's story next week. But it's so Kat. I just wanted to make sure she got a chance to talk. But if we can't hear her, we'll have to get her where we can, or she can write.
Okay. Oh my God. Amber Acosta wrote, "Where are my kids and why did my son kill himself?"
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, Amber. Oh my God.
Can you call in on the 888 number that you see on the screen and share what happened?
No, I don't think we have that.
We don't have it. It says it on the screen. That's what I was wondering.
No. The 888 is to call and make an appointment, like with me or Davis
Someone who
or
Oh, okay.
yeah. Amber, is there any way you can contact me? I'm gonna put my number here. Jesus. Woo.
Jen sent me a message. She actually wrote in the chat, Miss G, if you could pull it up and maybe read it, the comments prior to the one that I just read.
And where?
She said YouTube.
YouTube. I can go to YouTube and read stuff. How do you do that? I'm not really computer savvy, guys. I'm
I
in my
think it's
mid.
coming like where you just read Amber's. I think Jen's are before Amber's.
Tracy, doesn't she sound like me? I'm like, understand what you mean technology.
It's okay.
Uh,
Oh no, Lindsay, can you, or is Lindsay on?
no, Lindsay had to go pick up her son.
Oh, okay.
Okay, she said. Okay, she said she was arrested. We got that. Okay, he said, "I am." Okay, she said, "Is that her?" Yeah. I'm scared. I have every reason to be fearful. The ex is purely possessed. I believe it. Probably with a lot of demons. How does a 2x 2 times prison stayed violent felon with pedophile tendencies obtain full custody? Oh yeah, textbook narcissistic. Yep, that's what I was telling you guys earlier. Narcissistic people get custody of their children. A lot of people, the firefighter I was telling you about, he was the psychiatrist that evaluated him in family court said to family court, which family court didn't take the kids from their mom. He was losing in family court. They said the psychiatrist said he's a narcissist. He's a covert narcissist, and nothing is wrong with the mother. The mother is just emotional, and she talks. She talks freely. The father is a narcissist, but DCFS saw that as he's a god. Get it now? So you, Jennifer, thinking, how can the system? Well, because when it's a demon, they're going to vote for another demon. They're not going to vote for a godly person. Why? Or a good person? Because demons support each other.
Right, they have to vote in their people, or their whole system is going to collapse tomorrow, and they got to keep this federal
They have
funding
to
going.
keep it going. Yep. God
No,
does.
I will say they took her daughter, but they let her keep her son. How does that happen?
It's not supposed to.
When it's daughters, they're how can I say it? They're the life giver to Satan. Get it? They produce, so Satan molds them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coaches them so they can produce more little demons.
Right.
She said she wrote more, and it's higher up than this one. There's multiple ones I think she wrote above the one that's there
But
now.
we need to have her on the show. We need to have her on
Yeah.
the show. So I think, I mean, we do have her on the show, but because of what's going on right now, it's not making sense. But Yeah, it's crazy.
But she'll
Uh,
be back next Thursday with us. So
yeah, that's fine. She can, well, actually, she can stay on the show. You know, I would love to have you guys back every show, if you guys want. If you guys
Who?
want,
Me?
you guys,
Not
all of you
me.
guys,
Oh,
all of you guys.
hey, I'll come back and speak my
Yeah,
truth.
just
I mean,
including you.
look,
Why
I
not?
well,
I
family
I
for a
am a,
reason.
I am a vessel and a servant. I will help in any way necessary to collapse this
I
for
need a
any.
group. I told this on my show before. I need a group of fighters. I don't need a group of I'm afraid to do this or talk about it and not help me because you just want
We
to
need
say
a.
things and not do it. No, I want people who are warriors, not people who are talkers.
Yeah,
So,
no, I get
so
it.
if you guys are talkers, I don't want you. I'm sorry. I love you, but that's not what I want. I want people who are doers, not talkers.
Right.
Okay. So that's the kind of team I want to build on this show. You're
Yeah.
either with me or you're against me. So either way,
So this is I look like I'll come whenever you guys invite me to come. This is the first public appearance I've actually made upon many requests, but like I will wherever you need me, I'll go.
okay, then let's do it. Grace already can hear this and she can invite you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
let Tracy know because she helps me with my technology. I'm a technological I'm a Technosaurus Rex. So
Me too.
yeah.
But I thought
You did just fine, Jess. You're not
Well,
giving
only
yourself enough
because
of credit.
Tracy worked with me to get me to be able to figure out how to get even log into your show. So without her, I wouldn't have been here. But I'll share my story with whoever and wherever in front of whatever. So I just want this whole I'm just like I'm done with watching people's suffering. Like people are dying for their
I know.
babies, and it's so unjust, and
And
it's awful, and I'm done. I'm done with them.
yeah, and that's why I posted this today. I finally went to I think yeah, it's called here it's called the dollar store. So what I did is I got me like big signs and I
Yeah.
got me markers, I got me all kinds of goodies and colors, and I am going to make signs and everything. So I need people who are with me that is going to support me. I want it to happen in every state. I am going to be um I'm going to speak. I'm going to report the news to the news, and I'm going to have more team captains who are going to report also to the news media in their state, in their county.
Mhm.
I have somebody that will help me,
Yeah.
the media exposure part. I just need team leaders who are willing to protest and bring people, right?
Together.
Together, because I'm not looking for 10 people. No, 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 no. No. So you guys need to share this show with everyone you know who has a CPS case or doesn't have a CPS case.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's corruption, right?
Yep, corruption is corruption, but you guys need to introduce yourself
What
to
was
them.
that? What did you say it was?
Maria, if you live in Indiana, please contact uh you know what? I'm gonna put Grace at vincentwdavis.com. Grace is gonna do an Excel sheet for me with all the team names and email address and phone numbers in every state. Meaning, if you're in Indiana, Grace started an Excel sheet, but she only has a few names on there. I
Now,
want
is there a place on the website of like Lindsay's that she said that we can have people
oh
sign up on there? Those that want to tell their story, ones that want to help. That way, they can actually reach out all in one place, and then it would help us keep everything organized. Just a thought.
okay.
I
So
have
Lindsay's
have
gonna
three
start.
I have three
Lindsay's gonna
different
start.
people
Hold
in
on, Jess.
Illinois.
Okay, hold on, Jess.
Okay.
Lindsay's gonna
Okay.
start one for all of us. She's gonna start this for all of us in all the states, and then I don't know how that works, but Lindsay is the brain, and I'm sorry she's not here right now.
That's okay. I can help talk to her too about what we all discussed here right now. See if there's a possibility that where people can sign up that way. Um, we don't have to go out and find necessarily the people. They can actually come to us also
I
by
have
just
so many
listening.
people. It will blow your mind. I have 3 different people with horror stories that will blow your mind from just in Illinois right now.
Really?
Brighter Days is for Washington,
Three
so
separate
we have a few people from Washington.
I have
Okay.
I have 2 people, 2 different horror stories from Washington, but the Illinois people, it will blow your mind, and they're all like I'm telling you, I've been building relationships for years, and they want to get their story
Well, it's time to
out.
bring it all together.
Okay, I put my information again, and I know I read somebody is in Texas. Here's my information again, guys. It's on the screen. I even gave you guys my email address.
Texas.
And here, Amber is in Texas. Amber Acosta is in Texas.
I have 2 people. I have 2 different couples in Texas right now. Horror stories.
Okay, bring them on. I'm not joking. Bring them on.
I will text Tracy all their information, but they're all ready to go public. I mean, it's yeah. I will network.
Yeah, I'll start a list. So anybody that wants to speak out, and then once we get on the website, it'll be a lot easier to organize. But yeah, I'll start it.
Yeah,
I'll do
well,
that.
So I don't want to put it all. I don't want to put it all on Lindsay. She's got a campaign and stuff to do. So,
Tracy,
yeah.
I will text my list to you. How about that? I'll text my
no,
list.
no, guys. We have to do one person. Nothing
Okay.
against you guys at all, but give it to Lindsay because Lindsay doesn't mind doing that.
Okay.
And I want her to have the list so that way she can organize with you guys while I am working because I do work during the day. So
No worries.
she's like my right hand. Yeah.
Can you send me can you text me Lindsay's cell phone number and I can
Yeah.
text her? Okay.
I can put it in a private chat.
Well, right. I meant like privately. I won't give it out, but I just want to text her the names, the people, the number.
Miss G, send it to me, and I will make sure that everybody gets it.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna send it. Can I just send it in a private chat?
Lindsay's probably, or not Lindsay, but Justin's probably not technical savvy to know how to do both at the same time. So just send it to me, and I'll make sure Jen and Jess get it.
I'm just gonna send it all to you, and you can text it out.
All right, that's fine. I'll get it to Lindsay. That's fine.
Cool. Miss G, thank you for creating this for people. Like, this is cool.
Oh, I told you guys, and I'm not lying about this because lies is from Satan.
Yep.
I want to destroy the Department of Children and Family Services all over the United States of America and hopefully, God willing, in Canada, Hawaii, and United Kingdom.
It needs to go. It needs to go.
And I am going to make sure they are defunded. And, they usually attack the good people for a reason. Because the good is not afraid to speak up. Because you see, when you're God's warrior, you fear no one. Remember that.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so
now the CPS, they're getting tricky.
No, they've always been
changing their names.
No. Be careful what you're saying. Let me tell you why, Jesse. Not just now they're being tricky because a sociopath or a narcissist mask themselves differently so people don't recognize what they're coming up with next. They're still the same people. They're just masking differently.
Right. Okay. I get it. Yeah. No.
You get it now? They're not going to change.
I'm just learning, to rephrase it, I'm just learning, my girlfriend from Texas is now they're starting to, it's called Saint something ministry. So people will feel safe, right? Because they're now masking under a ministry and or a Saint Francis or whatever. And then you go there and it's the same, the social workers. They're just learning. So I'm actually, I'm learning as I go too, right? Because we're all teachers and we're all students, but it's just.
Look, what happens is this, okay? When you see a pastor driving a Rolls Royce, lives in a mansion, is that what Jesus was doing when he came?
Nope.
Exactly. When
No.
you see a priest from Middle East, for example,
Yeah.
have a hole under their shoes, barely can drive a Honda, right? And they're humble. They're God's servers. God didn't come to us with a Rolls Royce.
No. No, he
So,
came to with Jesus, right? We're supposed to be the church, not like we don't go sit in a building. We are to go to the public, like what you're doing. You're out in the public. You are the church. So like this is actually what is like what has been stated that is going to be the end all be all for it is to take him down, is to have the people go into the public, not wait for
right.
the people to go to
Like
them.
Jennifer said it because it's become commercialized. So
That's true.
basically,
Yeah.
it's commercialized. Why? Why? Because they're not doing it for God or the message of God, but they're talking about it.
Right.
They're doing it for money, donations. Now, attorneys in our office should get paid. Why? Because that's how they make their living, right? They don't get paid by the state. So they
Right.
have to get paid for their services. We offer services, we get paid. No
Right.
problem. Somebody who says they can't stand CPS and want to get donation for it, for helping you and others, something is wrong with that person.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Something is definitely wrong with that person
Yeah.
because that person uses people,
Right.
uses their story, like Merkel married the prince, doing the same thing, using the victim attitude. So people will do the victim attitude to get
Mhm.
what they want.
Yeah. Oh,
So
I've
not
seen.
yeah, so everybody that talks about God doesn't necessarily mean they're for God. Even Jesus said, not everyone, right, that claims they're done God's work, they're going to be with him. No. He even said that. Just because you're in church, it doesn't mean you're saved.
Yeah.
Because the devil goes to church too, and he knows the Bible too. Remember that. I mean, think about it for a minute, everyone. I mean, I'm so sick of these people. Okay, I have to wrap up the show now because, um, but next week, God willing, I'll see you guys Thursday and Friday if you guys are up to it. Uh, Jennifer, I hope everything is okay on your end. And Tracy, thank you so much for bringing these people. I really love your connection.
You're welcome.
And I love the fact you know Lindsay because I'm becoming so fond of Lindsay. I call her my angel. She's amazing.
She is amazing. And,
She is.
she's fighting and she still has her kids. So that tells you something.
I love her. This woman is an angel, and I love talking to her. And Star, I know you guys haven't met Star, but she's amazing too. I love Star. Star is truly a victim too. I mean, they're trying to make her crazy, but she's not. She's not gonna lose it. She's not. She's not. She has me and Lindsay to keep her on track. But don't lose it, everyone. Please, please, please keep fighting. Um, if you want, again, please sign up with Grace, and Grace will give the list to Lindsay, and I will make sure I have an email for Lindsay so you guys can email her directly. This is Grace's email address right there, grace@vincentwdavis.com. My email address is gat@vincentwdavis.com. Again, G as in George, A as in Apple, T as in Tom @vincentwdavis.com. That is my email address. And Amber, I put my number already, baby girl. I will post it again. Where's my number? Here it is. Okay, see, that's me. That's my information. I give you my cell, and I give you my work cell, and I give you my email address. All of that is me, Georgette. But you guys are getting me confused with Grace. I'm not Grace. I'm Georgette. They think Miss G stands for Grace. That's why. All right. So, anyways, I have it here. I have a couple of journalists. Okay. Panthera, I need you to call me because I do too, and maybe we can put them together. Again, please text or call me at, where the heck is my number? Here it is. Right here, I swear. Oh, I need young folks. I'm old. Okay, right here. I need
That's
you
my
to call me. Huh? What'd you say?
so that's my excuse. Don't be using my excuse. I'm old.
I'm older than you. You're only 40. I'm in my mid 50s, so be quiet. I'm close to 60.
Oh, me too.
What?
I'm not quite
Oh
mid
my
yet,
God,
but
are you kidding me, Tracy? No way.
yeah,
Then
I
send
was
us
fif-
the facial
I was
regimen.
50,
We're all
yeah,
bald.
53 yesterday. And if
You
anybody wants to
sound
reach
so
out to me in Facebook, it's under Tracy Lynn, Lynn, guys. So those of you that aren't friends with me on Facebook, please request me.
young. Okay, do I have you on Facebook?
Yeah, you're on my Facebook.
I can't believe you're, oh my God. So me and you are kind of similar in ages.
Yeah, but
Oh
I
my
don't try to remember
God.
that age. I'm still 39.
Oh yeah,
Well,
honey, I've been 39 for so long.
I'm confused. I don't know what I am. So when I wake up, I feel 70.
I tell
And
people I've lied so much about my age, I don't even know myself. Now I got to count on my fingers.
when I wake up, I feel like I'm 70 years old. I kid you not.
All right,
But
that's how you know you're still
I'm like,
alive.
help me, Lord.
Your pain.
Well, I'm just thankful I don't feel like that yet, but
Well, you're
knock on
30.
wood.
Knock on wood. Don't feel like that.
Yep.
Okay, so Maria said she's 26, laughing out loud, not. Oh, I love you guys so much. Okay, DHS is the second largest agency in the United States. That is correct. They're $1 trillion a year entity. I wouldn't be surprised by next year they're going to be $1 billion. No, at more than $1 trillion. No, can they be more than $1 trillion a year entity?
Well, they could
Can
be a
they?
few trillion
No.
dollar a year, and actually, that's just the money we know. We don't even know the money we don't know and the money that
Right
they're
now
hiding.
they're a billion. Right now they're $1 billion a year entity.
Well,
By
let's just
next
tell
year,
God to make them a zero. Let's tell, let's like they need to go. Like in Jesus' name, they need to go.
amen.
Zero.
Yep.
They're zero.
Maria said she read it. You're right, Maria. I read it too, baby girl.
Yeah.
I read it too. But I need you, how do you pronounce this name? Panthera? 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 Okay. I give you my information. Just contact me, please. In the manual that they are considered childcare. There you go. That's where Maria read it. All right, guys, we're gonna go. Don't forget, Jess, you're gonna get an email from Grace next week, God willing, for the Thursday and Friday show at 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. Any
All
of
right.
you guys want to be on the show with us? I believe it can take up to 10 people, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
Uh,
you are correct.
yeah, 10 people. Yes, then 10, up to 10 people I can have. And if you want to join me and my gang in the fight, please do so. And don't be scared. Don't be afraid, because fear is not from God. You got to be a warrior, or either,
It's a liar.
yep,
You're a
don't
liar.
even. The Satan is the father of lies, okay?
I keep saying it's the power of the women. I don't know. It just seems like the women are the ones that are speaking. There are
Woo!
some men, but not as many
Miriam Magdalene,
men as
baby.
women.
Miriam Magdalene. She was a warrior. She
Yeah.
was a warrior. So let me put it to you this way. She was a sinner. She was
Aren't we
saved,
all?
and
Yeah.
she became a warrior. So don't ever lose faith. Don't ever lose trust in God. He's amazing. And the devil wants to see you weak. And every time he sees you stronger, he's going to throw dots at you so you can be weak. And don't give him the chance, because you're surrendering to him if you do. Okay? Remember that. You're
Good.
surrendering to him.
You need to be a preacher.
Huh?
Preach. You need to preach.
Amen, sister, right? I don't know what I need to be. All I know is I want to fight for. I mean, not that I don't love dads, because I was my dad's little girl and he was a great father and husband. However, women are the ones who are targeted more than
Yeah.
fathers, to be honest with you. So my passion is towards women's rights. and
Yeah.
kids' rights.
Yeah.
And that's where I lie. Even men. I mean, there are some father groups that's like trying to attack women and how you avoid alimony and child support. Well, shame on you. See, I'm not trying to get into a group where I can destroy fathers, but it's to save kids and their mothers. But you guys are having this group out there where you want to destroy the mother, and teaching other fathers how to avoid child support and alimony. And that group says fathers' rights. It's all over the media. It's
Yeah.
actually stickers on the streets, flyers on the streets, everywhere. So that's why I don't support you guys. Not everyone can be a dad, but anyone can be a father. So if you're going to destroy the mother of your children because of your insecurity and your cowardness, then you're not worth me fighting you for. So you can go to your men's group. How's that? I'll just take Dennis with me. I like Dennis. He's a good dad. Human traffickers. Yep. Jennifer, she said, Georgette, do you know that the UN just confirmed that the family courts are devastating? Yep. Yep. Yes, ma'am. It's been like that. It's been like that. They're literally after women. If you guys notice, fathers are getting rights even when they're the abusers. And they go after women for child support. But they used to complain
Right.
that women, collected child support from them. Now they're going after women for child support. The system is corrupt. The system is corrupt. Because a man who makes more than a woman.
Yeah, there's some good ones out there like Dennis. More need to be like Dennis, actually.
There's a lot of men like Dennis out there, but unfortunately, the system makes them not want to have any relationships anymore. So, I don't know what to say, but
Yeah,
all I can
separate
tell
the family. You
Yeah.
break the family unit, and then they control everything, and that's what's happened.
Yep. Look, Brighter Bridges. Look what she said. Her ex tried to kill her, went to prison, but DCFS is trying to give him the son. Let me tell you, that's everywhere, by the way. That's in LA County, in Monterey, in Sacramento, in San Bernardino County, Riverside. It doesn't matter.
Right.
They
It's
do
all
that.
over the world,
It's
not
all over
even
the
just
world.
in the
They go
U.S.
into the father in jail, in prison, and they get them out early so they can give them the kids.
One of my like the girls I had got a relationship going with, she's from Illinois. She was her 3-year-old, like her 3 grandkids were removed from her son, so she petitioned to get her grandkids. They denied her, and the 3-year-old daughter was raped by her foster dad, and that she then tried to get him again. Then they got a judge to put in a court order that the girl's going to wait, which she to this day remains in the hospital, because she's waiting for foster dad that raped her to get out of prison so that she can be rehomed with him.
Oh my God. Again. Yeah, again. That's crazy, right? But
Right.
we have so much to say. We can make this a 4-hour show, but I don't think I
Right.
can do that to the
My
clients.
client.
But
Yeah.
next week, like I said, Grace is going to invite you guys again. Jennifer, I hope everything is well. And Jess, I'm going to get your information from Grace and I'm going to call you. Okay?
Thank you.
You too, Jennifer. And Tracy, I'll talk to you later, my love.
All right. Love you guys.
I love you too.
Be safe.
Thank
Stay
you,
vigilant.
Tracy.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.